So let's start with the discussion. Okay. So in last class, I just completed discussion about on typecasting. Okay, implicit and explicit typecasting. I discussed it. I discussed on uh, the other kind of features of C programming language, and I just started a discussion over operators. Okay, on operators in last class. So I have already covered the arithmetic operator. I already told that the material which I actually follow for the discussion. So these arithmetic operators I actually discussed in the last class. All the arithmetic operators, including increment operators and decrement operators, I have already discussed in the last class with example, coding examples. Right. The rest of the operators I am going to discuss today. Now, after discussing rest of the operators, then I will again return back to discuss about the increment decrement operator, because I will have to give you some more examples regarding those increment decrement operators. Now come into the next operator, which is called the relational operator. Okay. So as I already discussed that C programming language, actually computer, it's such kind of machine which can perform mathematical as well as logical operations. And in the C programming language, the logical operation or this kind of relational operations can be uh, uh, implemented with the help of various kinds of relational operators, right? So these are the various relation operators. In some of the relation operators we have already discussed. The first one is double equal to sign, which I already discussed. It is used for checking whether the two values are equals or not. So if we write A equals to B, okay, this relation operator returns true. Okay, that means if A and B are equal or have the same value of these two variables, then it returns the true value. Okay, and if A and B are unequal, that means they contains two different value or distinguished value, then it will return false. One thing you should remember, everyone please listen and remember it. In C programming language, true, in C programming language, true is always returns the value 1, and false always returns the value in the form of 0 in C programming language. Please remember it throughout your life. Okay. In any C compiler, in any C programming language, true and false, these two concepts will be returned or will be represented with the help of value 1 and value 0 respectively. In Java programming language, these true and false will be represented in the form of the entire string or entire word true and false. Okay, জাভাতে কিন্তু 10 ভ্যালু দিয়ে রিপ্রেজেন্ট করা হয় না। জাভাতে it will represent with this word true and false. Output তুমি দেখতে পাবে কি true and false. But in C, you will get the output 1 and 0, which represents true and false respectively. Okay, I will show it. Okay, let's take one example. This is the increment operator example that I already discussed in the last class. Today, relational operator, right? I'm just showing one example. Suppose I am taking one variable int a equal to 10, right? And int b equal to 20. Okay, if anyone don't understand, please ask me. Then we will check this one, right? Int x equal to a equals to b. Int x equal to a equals to b. So it will, what value it will return, that we need to check it out, what value it will return. Okay, int x equal to a equal to b, right? So we will do printf %d. Actually within if statement we generally using relation operator within if statement. Okay, if block that we will see. So %d comma x. Okay, so what value it will print, that we will see. We will just make it command line, this increment operations, because we are not doing these operations today. Okay, understand what value it will return? It will return 0. 0 means false. Why 0 means false? because A and B has two different values. So that's why this operator will return a zero value. Okay, so zero means false. Now, if we will give the similar value for both the variable A and B and perform the similar relational operations equals, then it will return true. Clear?
One.
So one
True.
means true.
Yes.
So don't expect that it will write true, the true word. In Java, it will write true, the word true. Okay, but in C, it will represent in the form of the values 1 and 0. You have to remember this.
In Python, it also gives true or false.
True and false. In Python, true and false. Obviously, true and false. Both the meaning of the of these statements are similar, but they are working in a different way. Okay. So this is the equal to. The rest of the operators, this operator is exclamation sign followed by equal to sign. It is working as not equal to. Just opposite of equal to, this is not equal to. It means whether A and B is not equal to. It means this operator is just working as a vice versa operator of this equals. Okay. So in your program, either you can use this one or you can use this one. It's your choice. Right. So if you use this one, so the first output will be true, second output will be false. And if you use this one, then the first output will be false and second output will be true. That is the only difference. So any one of these operator you can use in your C program as per the needed. Now the next relation operator is greater than, whether A is greater than B or not. Okay, we have already done several operations in our flow chart. While I will show you that whether two numbers, which one is the largest among two numbers, or which one is the largest among three numbers, or smallest among three numbers, we actually use all these operators there. Okay, so less than for the less than operation, less than greater than equal to for the greater than equal to checking, and less than equal to for the less than equal to. The rest of the operator you should check at your home by doing such kind of program, whether it will return 1, 0 or not. Okay. Now third kind of operator is a logical operator. This is also play a very important role. The logical operator in C language mainly useful when you are trying to connect one or two, more than two relational operations together. Then actually logical operation will be used. What is the logical operation? What is the application of logical operators? Logical operators in C programming language will be used as a connector of more than one relational operations in a C programming language. As for examples, these are the three kind of logical operators. Ampersand, ampersand. Two ampersands are writing together one after another, and this is called logical and. Logical and operations. Okay. If both the operands are non-zero, then condition becomes true. Okay. And when both the conditions A and B should be true for you, then it becomes true. And if any one of the conditions will be false, or both the conditions will be false, then it is false. That is the operation logical and that you have already done in case of logical and operations in binary logic. So the binary logic the gate that you use koro logical and gate, that AND gate will give you the similar kind of logic. Okay, and this is logical OR. This is called vertical bar. This sign is called vertical bar. You will find this sign just over the enter that where the backslash is there at the above of backslash. You will get that sign. So shift backslash. You will get this sign vertical bar, and two vertical bars together. It's called logical OR operator. Logical OR means either this value is true or this value is true. Any one of these values is true, then it becomes the whole operation becomes true. If either A is true or B is true, then whole operation will be true. If any one of these values false, then the whole operation will be false. In case of logical and, both A and B must be true. Then only the whole value is true. In all the other cases, it is false. I think you remember that flow chart which I that logical and operations. If you have the logical and operation, if you remember the logical and operation, it is say that if A and B and then Z, okay. So A is 0, B is 0, Z is 0. A is 0, B is 1, Z is 0. If A is 0, sorry, A is 1 and B is 0, Z becomes again 0. And if both are 1, then Z becomes 1. That is a logical AND operation. That means if A condition is true and B condition is true, both the condition is true, only then the whole logic will be true. The whole expression will be true. If any one of the expression or any one of the condition is false, any one of them, then whole expressions will be false. Clear? I think it is clear to you. Logical AND operation. Logical or OR operation is just like logical AND, but in a different way. In case of logical OR, so we'll consider this one as logical OR. Okay. Suppose Y is represent logical OR. Okay. Y represents logical OR output. Okay. So if 0 0 is the input, logical OR 0. If 0 0 is the 0 1 is the input, logical OR is 1. If 1 0 is the input, logical OR is also 1. If 1 1 is the input, logical OR is also 1. So this last column will represent the output of the logical OR. Okay. Last column will represent the output of the logical OR. And this Z column will represent the output of logical AND. Okay. So logical OR means if both the conditions are false, A and B, then only the whole expression is false. In all the other cases, that means if either one of the condition is true or both the condition is true, then always the whole expression will be true. Clear? These two are the examples of this. And last one is logical NOT. Okay. This logical NOT operation we very rarely use. We mostly use this logical AND and logical OR operation. Okay. Logical NOT operation we rarely use. Okay. And used to reverse the logical state of its operand. If a condition is true, then the logical NOT operator will make it false. The logical NOT operator means if the condition, both the condition is true, A and B means both the condition is true, then this will make you a complement operation. That means it makes it false. Okay. Actually, logical NOT we are not we are very rarely used. Mostly we are preferred to use logical AND and logical OR operation. Let's write one equation for you where you understand. Suppose I'm writing an if logic. So if suppose A and B are two values. Okay. So if A greater than B and A greater than C. So I am trying to find the largest among two numbers. You have already done these things while we draw the flowchart in Raptor. Okay, if A greater than B and A less than A greater than C. That means these two conditions I am applying. And if both the conditions are true, then only this statement will return 1. 1 means true. If any one of the condition is false, then this statement return false. That means 0. Clear? In case of logical AND. Now, if we use logical OR, that means these two vertical bars, then if any one of these condition is true, anyone, either A greater than B is true or A greater than C is true, always it will return 1. And if both the conditions are false, both the conditions are false, not true, that means this is 0, this is also 0, then only it becomes 0. Clear? Everyone clear? Buddha Bale? Is it clear to everyone?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay, fine. So we will move. Next operation is a bitwise operator. These operations you have already done. If you have learned the Boolean logic, this operation you have already done. It's a bit by bit operations. Okay. Actually, this operation will be done in such a way. Suppose two values has been given to you, okay, in decimal form, and they will have to do, and you will have to apply these logical operators with it. There are three kinds of logical bitwise operator or bitwise operators are there. The first bitwise operator is called bitwise AND. This is called bitwise OR, and this is called bitwise. This is called bitwise XOR. This is called bitwise XOR. What's the XOR operation? Okay, XOR operation. I think all of you know it. This is called bitwise XOR. Okay, so logical AND means you have to first convert the decimal operation, decimal values into its corresponding bit value. Amra korbo na. Actually, if we apply this operator directly in your program, it will do for you. It will do it for you. So it will first convert A 60 and B 13 into corresponding binary values. Okay, binary values 0 1 1 0 logic, and then it will apply the logical AND operation. Bitwise AND operation. Bitwise AND operation means simple 0 1 0 0 0 0 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 0 0. So bitwise AND operation means the same operation that I have shown in here. Okay, so this is a bitwise AND output, and this is a bitwise OR output. Okay, so AND operation means bitwise AND operation means multiplications. Okay, so 0 into 1 0, 0 into 0 0, 1 into 1 1, this one into this one 1, 1 into 0 0, bit by bit. Okay, 1 into 0 0, then 0 into 0 0, and then 0 into 0 0. Okay, so these are bitwise AND operation, bit by bit logical AND operation we are going to apply. Now bitwise OR, that means this operation, that means bit by bit we will apply. Look, the same truth table is showing to you 0 1 1 1 1 that I have already shown here for logical OR. 0 1 1 1. Okay, so here if we perform the bitwise OR operation, then how we can perform 0 into 1 means 0 1 means 1, so 0 1 means 1, so first output should be 1. Okay, then 0 into 0 means 0, 0 plus 0. Actually bitwise OR means we will consider as a plus operation. So 1 plus 1 means 1, 1 plus 1 means 1. This plus means that logical plus. So 1 plus 0 means 1, 1 plus 0 means 1, 0 plus 0 means 0, and 0 plus 0 means 0. So it will actually follow this truth table. Okay, this one, this column, logical OR for bit by bit. Okay, and this is logical XOR. Logical XOR says that when any one of the input is high, or you can say on or true, then the output is true. Ki bollam? If any one of the input is true and other one is if any one of the input is true, okay, then output is true. If both the inputs are same value, if both the inputs are same value, then the output is always false. If both the inputs are different value, the output is always true. True means 1. If both the inputs have same value, the output is always false. That is the operation of logical XOR or bitwise XOR. Okay, check it out. Both the inputs are same, 0 0. That's why output is false. Both the inputs are not similar, then the output is true. Then again both the inputs are same, output is false. Then again both the inputs are dissimilar, then the output is true. Clear? These are logical XOR operations. Everyone clear? So if we apply the same logical XOR or AND operation here in such a way, suppose logical XOR operation I'm applying here. This is called a caret sign. You will get this sign over the 6 button. Okay, at the top of the 6 button. So you will get the output in the form of, okay, true and false, A and B. Actually, it is showing this is logical. This is bitwise AND, bitwise OR, bitwise XOR. This is complement. Okay, these are complement operations, and these two are the very important operations. These two. One is binary left shift operator, another is binary right shift operator. Lots of questions are coming in GATE examination. Some questions are also coming in based on these two operators. Okay, left shift and right shift. This is called left shift, 2 less than sign, one after another, and this is called right shift, 2 greater than sign, one after another. What is the job of this one? Try to understand. What is the job of this one? So everyone look at the example very carefully. Suppose I have given A equal to 8, okay, and I will tell you to perform these operations. A right shift by 2, A right shift by 2. Now if I will print, okay, I will do the same job for you here in the compiler.
DOS print হবে?
No, এটা ধরো করছি, ধরো A এর জায়গায় আমি দিলাম 8, make it easier, beta বাদ দিয়ে দিচ্ছি. Now I'm going to print this one. Can anyone tell me what value it will give if a greater than 2? These are right shift, bitwise right shift operator. Bitwise right shift operator. Okay, let's check it out. What output it will give? It will give the output 2. Okay, how? Let's check it out. How it will give a 2 output. Check out the logic very carefully. Okay, first, art. Suppose we are using 8-bit system. Okay, we will consider we are using 8-bit system. Suppose, right? So অনেক সময় তোমাদের এরকম একটা এক্সাম্পল দিয়ে দেবে and they will ask you to show the calculation of how the right shift operator is working and what will be the corresponding output of the for the value of x. Okay, then you will have to show with the entire operation. Suppose we'll consider 8-bit system. So if we consider 8-bit system, then we'll have to first convert the value of a into its corresponding binary value of 8-bit system. So what is the value of a? We have taken here, that is 8. So we have to first convert this 8 into its corresponding binary system. Okay, binary value. What is the binary value of 8? I think all of you know it. 1 0 0 0. So if it is an 8-bit system, then the rest of the bits at the left hand side will be padded by 0. Clear? Everyone clear? আশা করি প্রত্যেকটা বুঝতে পারছো 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8. It's an 8-bit system. Is it clear? Everyone clear? Up to this, everyone clear? Now
Yes, sir.
we will
Yes, sir, yes,
apply the right shift operation 2 times. This 2 represents how many times you will apply the right shift operators. So how many times I have applied the right shift operator? 2 times. Clear? So 2 times we will apply the right shift operator. What is the job of the right shift operator? Simple. It will shift it each and every bit at one step at the right hand side. কি বললাম? It will simply shift it each and every bit at one step at the right hand side. So after the first shift, how it will look like? Make it copy.
মানে বাঁ দিক থেকে দুটো জিরো অ্যাড হবে।
Yes, after the first shift, it will look like 1 0. Agree? Agree with me? And if it is shifted by 1, then the blank field will be created left hand side. That means that will be filled by 0. Okay, right? This is the first shift. After first shift, obviously we will have to do one more shift. Why? Because 2 times shifting. So again we will have to do one more shift. এটা কিন্তু কোনো বই বলা থাকবে না, আমি বলছি। everyone please listen very carefully. This is the result after 2 shifts. Agree with me? Everyone agree with me?
Yes, sir.
Agree with me?
Yes, sir.
Now our
Yes,
job is to calculate the output, and the output becomes the decimal representation of this final shifting binary forms. What is the decimal representation of the final shifting binary forms? 2. আমরা আউটপুট এটাই পেয়েছিলাম তো? Clear?
হ্যাঁ,
Clear? We have got the similar output here. Everyone clear? দেখো বুঝতে পারলে? This is the actual logic is happening at the memory location at the back end of this compiler. We didn't see it. Compiler is doing that same job for you, but actual shifting is happening in this way. Now, everyone tell me, what is the job of this? তোমরা বলো, আমি লিখছি। 8 less than 2, and what will be the value of x?
লেফট সাইডে শিফট
তাহলে
করবে
তো-
এটা 1টা,
So
আর ডান দিকে 0 বাড়বে।
2 times left shift. 2 times left shift. তাই তো? The bitwise left shift operator. So first shift this one. Clear? Second shift this one. Is it clear to you? ঠিকঠাক তো? ঠিক করলাম তো? Okay. Now convert this
32,
binary form into its corresponding decimal number. What is the decimal value? 2 to the power 0, 2 to the power 1, 2 to the power square, 32.
32.
2 to the power 5. This is 2 to the power 5, so 32. Let's check it out.
128 মিনিট
Let's take it out. Clear? Is it clear to everyone? একদম
Yes,
ক্লিয়ার
sir.
তো প্রত্যেকের? Now I am telling you the shortcut যেটা গেট এক্সামে অ্যাপ্লাই করা হয়। গেট এক্সামে এত সময় নেই এগুলো করার মতন, রাইট? Because in semester examination you can do it. Okay, this link will be stopped after 1 minute. Okay, so everyone please join the same link for the next session. So for the gate examination, the shortcut rule is that when you have been left shift operation has been given, you have to simply multiply the 8 2 times with 2. Simply multiply the 8 2 times with 2. So 8 into 2, 16, 16 into 2, 32.
16 into 32.
ঠিক আছে? And in case of right shift operation, just opposite operation of multiplication. What is the opposite operation of multiplication? Division. So divide 8
Division it will be
2 times with 2.
2
So
square.
what will the value?
2.
Am I clear? MCQ দিলে এইভাবে বার করতে পারো, right? But this shortcut is not applicable